Bud Cort, the distinctive actor best known for his hauntingly tender performance in the 1971 cult classic Harold and Maude, has died at the age of 77. Cort passed away on February 11, 2026, in Connecticut following a long illness, according to a close friend. His death marks the end of a career that spanned more than 5 decades and left a lasting imprint on American film. Born Walter Edward Cox on March 29, 1948, in Rye, New York, Cort developed an early interest in acting and storytelling. He studied drama and soon gravitated toward the countercultural creative circles that were reshaping Hollywood in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Please subscribe, like, and share for more. Thanks. Adopting the stage name Bud Cort, he quickly caught the attention of director Robert Altman, who cast him in a small but memorable role in the 1970 film Masked Star. That same year, Altman gave Cort his first leading role in Brewster McCloud, a surreal comedy that showcased the young actor's quirky screen presence and offbeat charm. It was Cort's next major role, however, that would define his legacy. In Hal Ashby's Harold and Maude, Cort portrayed Harold Chasen, a wealthy and morbidly fascinated young man who stages elaborate fake suicides to shock his indifferent mother. Harold's life changes when he meets Maude, a spirited 79-year-old woman played by Ruth Gordon, who teaches him to embrace life's beauty and unpredictability. Though the film was only a modest box office performer upon its initial release, it gradually became one of the most beloved cult classics in cinema history. Audiences connected deeply with its dark humor, philosophical undertones, and unforgettable Cat Stevens soundtrack. Cort's performance as Harold was central to the film's enduring power. His ability to balance deadpan comedy with quiet vulnerability earned him widespread critical acclaim. He received Golden Globe and BAFTA nominations for the role, and over the years, generations of viewers have discovered and rediscovered the film, cementing Harold as one of the most iconic characters of 1970s cinema. For many fans, Cort's wide-eyed innocence and subtle emotional shifts embodied the spirit of youthful alienation and awakening. Despite the early acclaim, Cort's career faced significant challenges. In 1979, he was involved in a serious car accident that left him with severe injuries and temporarily sidelined his work. The recovery was long and difficult, but Cort persevered, gradually returning to acting with the same dedication that had marked his early success. Though he never again experienced a cultural phenomenon on the scale of Harold and Maude, he built a steady and diverse body of work across film and television. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Cort appeared in a range of projects that highlighted his versatility. He had roles in films such as Heat, Coyote Ugly, and Kevin Smith's Dogma, where his understated performances added texture to ensemble casts. He also collaborated with director Wes Anderson in The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, bringing his signature eccentricity to a new generation of moviegoers. In addition to his live-action work, Cort lent his voice to several animated series, including Superman, the animated series in Justice League Unlimited, demonstrating his adaptability as a performer. Colleagues often describe Cort as thoughtful, intelligent, and deeply committed to his craft. While he maintained a relatively private personal life, those who worked with him recalled his quiet wit and gentle demeanor. He was known for approaching even the smallest roles with seriousness and care, never losing sight of the emotional core of a character. Though he did not court the spotlight in later years, his influence remained evident in continued popularity of Harold and Maude, which is frequently screened at repertory theaters and film festivals around the world. Cort's impact extended beyond his filmography. Harold and Maude has long been celebrated for its unconventional love story and its message about living authentically, themes that resonated with audiences navigating social and cultural change. As Harold, Cort gave voice to feelings of isolation and longing that many young people experience, and his character's transformation offered a hopeful reminder of the power of connection. The film's reputation only grew with time, transforming what was once considered an oddball experiment into a cornerstone of American independent cinema. In the wake of his passing, tributes have poured in from fans and members of the film community who credit Cort with shaping a generation's cinematic imagination. For many, his portrayal of Harold remains indelible, a performance that is at once melancholic, humorous, and profoundly human. Bud Cort is survived by family members and friends who remember him not only as a talented actor, but as a kind and resilient individual. His body of work stands as a testament to a career defined not by blockbuster fame, but by originality, sensitivity, and artistic courage. Decades after Harold and Maude first introduced audiences to Peculiar Young Man in a Hearse, Harold's journey continues to inspire, ensuring that Bud Cort's legacy will endure for years to come.